Hey guys, so I'm dressed a little funny today. I'm in the woods, like deep in the woods, and ticks are real bad this year in Missouri. I don't know about where you guys are, but ticks are awful. So whatever's not covered, they will try to go for, and I'm not having it. So, I sprayed with permethrin, which is P-E-M-R-E-T-H-R-I-N, permethrin. Comes in a tall yellow can, and Walmart has it, and it's wonderful. Ticks can't stand it, and that means I love it. And I'm in my swing chair, which I've been using a lot. You're suspended when you sit in this chair. It's amazing. I love it. And I'm sitting in between two ponds, lakes, small lakes, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, I'm loving it. Letting him run around, get his energy off. Because where we were going to go and where I was planning to explore, that didn't happen because they're doing photos, family photos out there in the woods, so that's not going to work. And he loves kids and is going to want to play with them and all that, so you'll hear him in the background making a ruckus. So anyway, one thing, I have to have a disclaimer. Anybody who comes on my channel, starts talking crap, and disrespects me on my channel, you will get blocked. I'm not going to take that crap off you. I don't want incels on my channel. I don't want MGTOW members, cult members on my channel. I don't want, red pill. I can't stand that. All the different colors of the goddamn pills. It's so stupid. I don't want that mess on my channel either. So you will get blocked. And y'all will be so proud of me. Y'all will be proud. Because this fool came on here today and was talking about my so-called marriage. Like he knows what was going on. And mind you, he's a total stranger. And he said, and I don't feel the need to address it. I don't have to address it. But I'm going to address it because it was kind of entertaining how people don't know jack about nothing, but they think they know everything. That's kind of entertaining to me. So anyway, are you going to build firewood? He's up here bringing logs and whatnot. I guess he thinks he's going to build a fire. So this is what this fool said, and I only read the first few lines, and then I realized the message he's trying to relay, and I'm not having it, so I didn't even read the rest. I just quietly blocked him, deleted his comment. I did not go off on him. I started to cuss him, and I said, you know what? He is not worth the energy. So we're not even going to go there. You're just going to disappear off my channel. Good riddance. We don't want you here anyway. But he made a comment. Like I said, he don't know nothing about nothing, but he thinks he knows everything. If you're something along the lines of, you're sitting here saying your husband was a terrible person, and I think that you were just in it for the resources, the financial resources. What financial resources? Was I married to a rich guy? Shit, I didn't know I was. Was I? Oh, well, snap. I didn't know that. That was a secret that he held for 20 years. I didn't know he was rich. Right, because most people aren't rich. Stupid. He's an incel. Incel means involuntarily celibate. That's what that means. It means you are a freaking idiot. Women don't want to be bothered with you. You don't have any emotional intelligence. You have no intellectual ability. And the only thing you want to do is lay somebody down, strip them naked, lay them down, and have your way with them. Women get tired of being used that way. If you want that, you should probably get you a hooker. Okay? So he sounds to me like an incel who's already pissed off at women because he don't get any. Whose fault is that? And then you insult a total... No. Try to insult a total stranger online and you don't know your ass from a hole in the ground and you have no goddamn clue what you're talking about, you fucking weirdo. Anyway, so what resources, number one? Number two, if something happens, if you're married, if something happens to your partner, they could do a couple of options. They could either, and I'm disabled, I have a disability. I don't like to say I'm disabled, but I am. Let's just be honest, I am. I like to say I have a disability because I don't want to think that it, you know, has its way with me. You know what I mean? But anyway, I have a disability. And so, but even prior to that, to be quite honest with you, way before that, I've always had chronic pain. And I always worked. And I worked 2 jobs at different points in my life. And I worked long distance, commuted every day with chronic back and neck pain. I still drove long distance to make money. Well, shit, I sound like a gold digger. How dare I try to make my own money? I'm such a greedy bitch. Trying to get a man's money by going to work to make my own. That's not a good plan. That's kind of stupid. Throw my body under the bus with chronic pain because I want a man's money. I want to use him for his money. That sounds stupid as hell. I mean, this mofo don't know nothing about nothing. It's funny as hell. He's so stupid. Chronic pain. Every time I went for a job, because I've had chronic pain since I had a near fatal car accident back in my 20s. And on every job application, they said, are you, I don't know how it's worded. Something along the lines of, is there anything physically that you're unable to do? It would, prohibit you from doing the job. And I always lied and said no. Why? Because I need to work. Why? Because I need to make the money. Gold diggers ain't trying to make money. They trying to get yours. And it really kills me because there's a lot of men, secret, it may be secretive, but I'm going to bust the secret wide open today. Gold diggers don't want to work hard for their money. They want to get yours. So I don't qualify to be that. And when you're married, that doesn't qualify either. You can't call somebody that. Because even in a situation where a woman is using a man for his money, he's using her for some young booty, and he's also using her to show off to his buddies. Look what I got. I got me a real life Barbie doll, baby. So it's the benefits for both. Although I was never with a rich man, even though he knows my life better than I do. What the fuck? Oh, God, I'm just dying over here. It's just so stupid. Anyway, so I worked and worked and worked. I had chronic pain, getting worse in slow motion through the years. Stress makes our pain worse. Those of us who have a disability, stress makes our pain worse. And I worked a job where I was working with prescription medication, telling people, why we cannot refill your medication. They're psychologically and physically addicted to their medication. A lot of them are, not all, but a lot of them are. And you just told them they can't have more, right? Because it's illegal for us to dispense medication to you when you have already gobbled down all the pills you had, and you weren't supposed to do that. You were supposed to take so many per day and follow the rules of the prescription. You're not supposed to make your own rules as you go along because you're addicted to your pills. So they would get angry and they would scream and yell and cuss you out and cuss your mother out and cuss your dog out and you're the worst thing in the world and how can you work for a company like that? You're crap and so are they, and on and on and on and on and on. Well, eventually that takes a toll on my body. It took a toll on my body. It took a toll on my psyche. It just like someone takes a sledgehammer and beats you in the head with it. I mean, it just takes a toll. So my pain got worse eventually. Sometimes I wore my TENS unit to work, which is a transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulator. It basically attaches to your back. It's a little box. It's got wires that come from it, little sticky things that attach to your body, and you turn it up. and it creates stimulation to, basically blur the pain that you're going through. It's invasive though, because sometimes the wires get detached and this and that, but so it's not really the funnest thing to do. And then many days I went to work. I got tired of being cussed out. There were a multitude of us. This is what y'all don't know about working in a call center and dealing with this type of thing, medicine, or, a sensitive topic like that where people are addicted to it. It starts to take a toll on your health. So my body gradually got worse. One of the girls I worked with had a seizure on the job. While we were working, she had a full-blown seizure, grand mal seizure. Another one had a stroke at work. Thomas had pain in his chest while he was on the phone with the customer. He said, can I put you on hold, sir? I'm having chest pain. Can I put you on hold, please? So, think twice before you call centers and ream into them, especially if it's something you're doing wrong, like abusing your medication. You need to go to a drug facility, a rehab, because you are in the wrong and you're going psychoballistic on other people. Anyway, so my pain was getting worse, and I got to the point, and I'm sure I'm not the only person who worked there that was like this, but I thought to myself, a lot. I thought, today's the day I'm going to get fired. Today's the day I'm going to get fired, because I'm going to get cussed out one time too many, and I'm going to lose it. Okay? I'm going to freaking lose it. I discovered that, if you're in a situation where you're talking to somebody who's irate and abusive and cussing you out and every name in the book, and your mother's a bitch too, and your father is a bastard, and you never should have been born, and you know what I mean? Like insult after insult after insult after insult. It just goes forever. And I learned that if you pause, and this goes for when somebody's cussing you out in person too, or your family members being obnoxious as hell, or your partner's being obnoxious as hell and trying to ruffle your feathers on purpose. I discovered that if you take a minute to be quiet before you respond, you're less likely to go berserk on them. And believe you me, people that know you personally, they know exactly what to say to make you go from 0 to 1,000, because they know your personal the relationship with your parents or the lack thereof. They know the problems you've had in school. They know that you used to get beat up all the time, and they know a lot of dirt about you. Not really dirt, but things that they could shove in your face to make you just lose your mind. And if you stop, they're going to keep poking and poking and poking and poking until you say, you ba-da-da-da, blankety blank blank, exclamation point, blah, blah, blah. And if you just hesitate before you respond, and this worked on that job too, you're less likely to lose your mind because you're taking a minute to breathe. Because when you get irate and you get angry, you don't realize this, but you're holding your breath. You're holding your breath. And when you're holding your breath, your brain's not getting oxygen. And when your brain's not getting oxygen, you're irrational. You're going to be irate and irrational. So you just take a minute. I'll give you an example. When I was married, there was one day in particular that he decided he was going to aggravate the holy hell out of me. And I seen him, not physically, but verbally, poke, 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 poke. And I started to lose it because I was like instinct going to lose it. And I said, I started to, and I stopped myself and I said, I took a deep breath and I said, you know what? I'm having a good day and I'm not going to let you ruin it. So you might as well go poke on somebody else, because I'm not dealing with it. So go mess with somebody else. I'm not in the mood. Get out of here. And he backed off. Now, will that always work for narcissists? No. Was he a narcissist? You bet. A malignant narcissist. I told you guys before that he grew up in a family where his dad was never faithful. His mother was an Eastern Star. His father was a, what the hell do you call them? whatever the hell it is. The women are Eastern Stars and the men are, starts with an M, I think. Anyway, y'all probably know what I'm talking about. Anyway, and none of the men in the organization were faithful. So he grew up learning that cheating is normal. His uncle cheated. His grandpa probably cheated. His great grandpa. Like I said that in another video. You see a pattern of people in your family that don't know how to keep their clothes on. They don't know how to be faithful. They got married for, all the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? Hi. Hey. He's friendly. He's friendly. Milo, be nice. He's just super protective. He don't want you going with him. Milo.
You're not fishing too well right here, are you?
I'm not fishing. He's just getting into stuff. Milo, behave.
He's not sure his bone.
Yeah. Milo, get back here now. Right now, behave. Sorry, guys. He's trying to make friends and he don't understand that not everybody wants to be. Milo, no. Thank you. Where's your stick? Good boy. Where's your stick? He got in that protective bark mode, but he sounds worse than he actually is. But at least he got a little bit protected. At least he's not biting people, which I had to socialize him when he was little so that he did not see the world as a dangerous place. Because if you don't socialize them when they're young, they will see the world as a dangerous place and no one can be trusted. So I'm going to just bite everybody I meet. And obviously that's not going to work because that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. So anyway, sorry about that. Sorry about the interruption. Anyway, so he saw his family members not know how to treat their partners, no respect for the women in the family. The women were all, which is so typical, workhorses. All the men sit on their asses and watch football or basketball, and the women, all go into the kitchen and prepare the food over a hot stove, and they get to sweat and be miserable and hot and, to please the men and bring the men their plates. She done did all that work. You can't get up off your butt and get a plate. You can't make her a plate. That would never occur to them because all these multiple generations were taught that the woman is your slave. Watch it, boy. Do not break my peepers. They're expensivo. All right? So, I mean, that's another chapter of another book. But yeah, women have to slave over the whole family, and the males in the family get to sit on their butt and do like nothing. It's really annoying. It's really annoying. But anyway, move right along. So, he didn't have any positive role models growing up. He had nothing to follow except trash. So, like I told you before, no. Milo, no. Listen to me. No. Where's your other stick? Look. Got a bug on me. Bugs are like losers. But anyway. So yeah, take a deep breath before you snap. And like I said, I don't know how I kept it cool for a year and 4 months, 5 months, whatever the case is. Maybe longer than that. They oh my God, people are so rude and so mean and so hateful. And I kept my cool. How, I don't know, but I kept my cool. But it was taking a toll on me. And like I said, I got to the point where you know what? I had to bring my Bible to work. I had to literally start bringing my Bible to work because I'm like, God, you're going to have to go with me because if you don't, I'm going to get fired. Somebody's going to tell me off and I'm going to get fired. So I'm going to tell them off and I'm going to go, I'm going to get fired. So, but yeah, next time where somebody says something really off the wall, just be real quiet before you respond. And if you can think about what they said, which is easier when you read something ignorant that somebody wrote, you can take your time and not respond because you're reading it and you're going to hopefully read it well and process it before you respond. Because if you respond right away, again, you're robbing your brain of the oxygen it needs, and then you're irrational. You go 0 to 1,000 in 2 seconds flat without warning. And that's not good. That's not good. So anyway, y'all be cool. And I'm working on another video for you. I'm not sure how soon I could get it to you, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I would say if it's not today, I'll try to get it. I don't like to say when because I'm going to try to do it tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see. We'll wing it and see. All right? Much love. You guys take care. Bye.